Hi everyone, welcome to part 4 and the second last video in my Elementor short course. In part 1, 2 and 3 I showed you how to install Elementor, how to create your header, footer, navigation and the website homepage. I will continue from where I left off in part 3, so if you have not done so already, please start with part 1 and work your way through the short videos. In this video, we are going to build additional pages for our website, save pages as templates, and create a contact us page with an inquiry form and a map. I assume that you already have your pages created, which we did in part 1, so let's get started. We'll start with our services page. So from your WordPress backend, navigate to Pages, All Pages, Services, then click Edit with Elementor. The first thing we'll do, as always, is disable the default page by clicking the settings and then set hide title to yes. Let's start with a new section with a background image where we will add the page title. Click the plus icon to insert a new section with one column. Give the section a minimum height of 200 pixels and set a background color or image of your choice. You can set your background position as well. I will set mine to bottom center. Next, let's add our page title. Go to the widget dashboard and drag the heading widget onto your page and style accordingly. Now you can add some more widgets to your page and style them as well. I cover this in more detail in part 3. So go back to your widget dashboard and drag your preferred widgets onto the page. I normally select the widgets first, then style them afterwards. Part of the fun with Elementor is to add all the widgets onto the page and experimenting with each one. This is also the fastest way to learn about the available widgets. Once you're happy with your page and you have all your widgets added and styled, save the page by clicking Publish or Update if you are working on a published page like I am. We now want to start working on our Contact Us page, but we don't want to recreate the entire page structure again. This is where page templates are super useful, especially when working on larger websites. To save the page as a template, click on the up arrow next to the Update button and click Save as Template. Name your template to something like Inner Template or Inner Page, then click Save. Once saved, you can close the library. Next, go back to the WordPress dashboard and click Pages, All Pages, Contact Us, Edit with Elementor. As before, first disable the default page title. Then insert your page template by clicking the folder icon browsing to My Templates, look for your inner page template and click Insert. On the warning message, just click Yes to override all content since we are working with a blank page. You can now see that we have a duplicate copy of our services page and that we can simply change the content as required. I'm going to remove the Flipbox widgets and replace them with some contact information using the icon list widget and the contact form. Let's go through the contact form. Please note that the form is only available in the Pro version of Elementor. If you don't have the Pro version yet, please use the link in the description to get your copy. First, I will disable the labels as I prefer the look without them. To do this, set the label toggle switch to hide. Next, give your form a name. Now let's make the form a little more compact by putting the name and email fields side by side. To do this, you need to set the column width for each field to 50%. You can also add more fields to your form if you want. The best is to play around with all the field types to get an idea of what is available. Please note, in order to add recaptcha to your form, you first need to create your API key on the Google recaptcha interface. I'll provide a link in the description. This is free and only takes a minute. Once you have your API key, add it to your Elementor settings in the backend under Elementor, Settings, Integrations. Note that this is recaptcha version 2 at the time of making this video, so make sure that when you create your API key that you select version 2. Right, let's go back to our form. If you have many similar fields on your form, you can also duplicate a field by clicking the duplicate icon next to each field and then just change the info on the second field. Now before we move on to the other settings, let's style our form. Once we're happy with our style, we can configure the submit settings. To style the form is the same as styling any other widget. Right, once you're done, let's configure the submit settings. First, click the Actions after Submit tab. The default here is email, which means that the form results will be mailed to you. There are a couple of options here. Adding redirect will redirect the form submitter to a page of your choosing, where you could have a thank you message, for example. If you don't have a thank you page, they will just see a thank you message below the form. I'll leave mine as is. On the email tab, you will set the admin email address, where the form results will be emailed to, the email subject, email content which you can leave as is, the from email, name, and reply to address. In reply to, you can set this to email field, which will be this field, which means when you reply to the contact form email, you'll reply directly to the user. The metadata will be shown below the form results in the email. Once you send your first test, you can see what it looks like and add or remove options from here. The last option is to send the email as HTML or plain text. I'll just leave it on HTML. Under additional options, add a form ID and enable custom messages. These are the messages which will be displayed once the user clicks the submit button, so you can change the text according to preference. And that is our contact form done. The final widget that we are going to add is a basic map. I'm going to replace the other widgets on my page. Don't forget to save your title, as the title will still be the services one. Now let's insert the map. Go to your widget dashboard and drag the Google Maps widget onto your page. Enter your address and you're all done. Easy as that. We now have a typical contact page with some contact information. a functional contact form, and a map. Add or remove whatever else you want from this page and click Publish to save your page or update if you're already working with a published page. This also brings us to the end of this video. In the final installment of this series, we will ensure that our new website is fully responsive. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be notified of future videos. Until next time, cheers for now.